Redline Radio LLC is proud to partner with Growing Wings Adult Services for the creation of our brand new state-of-the-art production studio. Growing Wings Adult Services has been assisting adults with disabilities in the Northeast Ohio area for the past 5 years. For more information on how Lisa and the team at Growing Wings can assist your family, you can contact Lisa at 234-334-7547 today. Detroit Auto Parts is the official parts store of Red Line Radio LLC. They have 2 convenient locations on the east side. You can call 216-531-7373, or on the west side, call 216-398-7373. Mention Red Line Radio and receive 10% off your purchase. It's the official home and auto parts store of Red Line Radio LLC. If you need any custom t-shirts, banners, stickers, anything like that made, then you reach out to Incredible Keepsakes. As Diane always says, cherished moments are made to last forever. You can reach Incredible Keepsakes at 440-242-9648 or check out their websites at incrediblekeepsakes.com. And don't forget to mention that Redline Radio sent you. For all of our programming information, you can check us out on all social media platforms. You can listen to all of our great programming and live 24-hour music on the Redline Radio LLC app. You can find it on the Google Play Store, but you can also check us out at redlineradiolllc.com, where we are always live.
Can't hear myself yet? All right, there you go. All right. Live and fucking local. How you guys doing tonight? Yeah. All right, so back again. Pretty happy to be here. Happy to win that little certificate, Dave. Most YouTube show. Got a lot of friends on YouTube, actually. Pretty excited. It's pretty chilly out today. I was kind of hoping for a nice warm day. Can't have everything you want in life, I guess. All right, I can hear myself even better now. Thank you, Lee. Satan's down here tonight. Lee Money, producing.
I mean, if I need to, I can conjure the spirits.
Let's conjure some Satan.
All right, hold on.
So I want to do a shout out though, because I got your T-shirt right here, buddy. The official Loud and Local on Redline Radio for you, Matt. It'll be sent out to you on Monday. And that's your shout out, buddy. Thank you so much for watching the show. Keeping up with me. Send me all those messages throughout the week. I really appreciate it. And also, you know, I want to thank Sixth Dimension for jumping on the show this week. They're going to be playing with us at a show at the Medieval Pub.
We had a caller, but they hung up after one ring.
Yeah. Wonder who it was.
Didn't even put the number up.
Yeah, let's put up the number again and see if they want to call in. I also want to thank Lucy's staff for that Friday night that we went out and did karaoke. That was a lot of fun. Don't really remember much. but after the second song I sang, I think I stumbled out of there. That was a good time. I want to thank Sierra at Medieval Pub, and then me and Lisa went out. I think it was Thursday night, club hopping, looking for venues to do shows at, and Ray hooked us up with passes to get in for free. We got something to eat at the bar. I think Lisa got some vegan burger of some kind with a brioche bun. She said it was really good. She liked the fries a lot, right? They were actually seasoned. And so, yeah, that was a good time. They had some hardcore metal bands playing. I think they had like 4 bands. But, it was a good time. Yeah, there he is. Satan's warming up his voice. So yeah, that was a good time. We also hit Brothers Lounge. They had a really nice menu. They had a blues band playing in the room back there. It kind of reminded me of like the Cambridge room that House of Blues has. It was a really cool venue, and that band was really good. Um, it, the thing that was funny about it was there was this long line for the restroom upstairs, and me and Lisa saw the stairs going down to the basement. So we're like, let's go down there and see what's up down there, So get down there and there's bathrooms down there, I'm like, why are all these dudes waiting for the bathroom upstairs? And I even remember when I went to go use the bathroom upstairs, this guy was like, no, dude, this is the line. I was like, fuck you. So we went downstairs and did our thing. But that was a really cool venue. That was actually the very first time I've ever been in Brothers Lounge. Um, so yeah, I like that place a lot. And we also hit Sly Fox, and Sly Fox is a really nice stage. I like that stage a lot. I want to book there. Nice sound system, nice big bar. The only downfall to Sly Fox is there's absolutely no food there. I mean, they'll do like microwave stuff for you, but there's really no food there. So yeah, that's what I did with Lisa. Lisa joined Black Rose Media. She's I should say the full name, Black Rose Records and Media Group. As you guys know, I put on concerts. I've been doing it for a long time. I took a little bit of a hiatus for a while, but now I'm back doing it, and we pretty much have 2023 all booked, and we're already starting to look at 2024. 2024 is going to be a big year though for that. I plan on doing like at least 2 to 3 shows a month. So that's going to be a good time and hopefully lucrative for both of us. Yes.
So, you fire me.
What's that?
You fire me. You tell me you're not going to use me anymore. And then the fat guy isn't here.
Oh, jeez.
So then you bring in the not as fat guy.
Not as fat.
And you bring me back.
Well, you could work on the weight gain,
No.
You could always gain weight.
No.
It's much harder to lose weight.
No.
Yeah. So how are things going for you, Satan? Good?
How are you enjoying that award?
Oh, I like it a lot. I'm gonna use it like a fat kid with a participation trophy.
Well, you owe me 50 more souls.
Oh yeah, for that. Yeah, we can work on that.
But we are back again with Loud and Local, the most viewed Redline radio show on YouTube. You're welcome, bitch. The man, the myth, the legend, and the beast within.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm happy to win that award. I work really hard. I promote all the time. As you know, Satan, I'm always online. So I'm always doing all kinds of stuff and trying to get the name out there. Not only am I getting my name out there, I'm getting Redline's name out there. I'm pretty sure you guys got a lot more subscribers on YouTube because I tell every single band, especially today, I think we have 6 or 7 bands we're gonna play, and I tell them all to sign up to Redline on YouTube.
You hear this puny human taking credit for what I did?
That's exactly right. But I'm just a mortal, you know.
Duh.
But yeah, so I promote a lot, and I'm always out there. And once Black Rose Media is really rolling, you're gonna see me all over the place, not just on Redline. You're gonna see us out and about.
Okay, listen here, David Wallencheck. The guy behind the board doesn't matter. I'm Satan. I'm the only one that matters.
Yeah. Well, when you're behind the board, you do matter. So,
Yes.
but
I'm fucking Satan. I'll call you David if I want to.
it's kind of like Jeffrey. The only person that calls me Jeffrey is mom and dad.
I mean, you still owe me 100 souls, David, for your little radio station.
Well, you know, maybe you guys could work that out later. I was thinking about something really cool. What do you think about like a celebrity death match, Redline death match? You know, I was thinking maybe we could get Dave and you in the ring and let you go for a round.
I'm Satan. I'll break his neck.
I like that idea a lot. Maybe we could rent yeah. It's kind of like the worm bet, but you know, maybe just a little bit more money and some more pain involved. Remember, we are gonna pay Tim to do the worm for charity, shirtless. We had it up to $75, and if he was here today, we maybe could have gotten him to do it. But I don't know. But I like that idea. Maybe we could talk to one of the boxing events or WrestleMania events and see if we could get you guys in the ring together. You know, headgear, everything, so nobody gets hurt. Just a little grudge match. I actually said I'd fight Lisa. You know, I'd be more than happy to fight Lisa.
Alright, listen. I'm busy torturing motherfuckers down here. Do you have anything else for me?
No, I don't, Satan. You're free to go anytime you want to go. Pudding match. A vanilla pudding match.
All right, I think I got all the brimstone out of here now.
All right, good. So yeah, I was actually, once we touched gloves in the ring, I was just gonna throw in the white towel. So I would never hit Lisa.
So you were gonna pull a finger poke of doom?
Yeah. I don't even know what
That's
that is.
That's
but
what
yeah.
killed WCW, sir.
Yeah, I don't watch wrestling at all. I had this conversation with Lisa. She's like, we were talking about wrestling. She goes, and you know, all those guys are into wrestling. I go, I don't fucking know anything about wrestling. I don't think I've turned on my TV in 2 years. Maybe
Well,
even longer. I don't know. Might be 3 years now.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. But you know, I want to kind of touch on something that our Lord and Savior Satan touched on here.
Right.
He said that it was all, you know, the people that are watching your show and like all the followers and all the people that love you. What about the haters? Do you think the haters are adding to your numbers too?
I believe so. I'm sure they do. I already see they're up there right now. Doug is here, which is probably Rachel. And then there's a couple other ones, which is probably Rob and Dave. I talked to them last week. Let them know how I felt.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, that sounds like quite of an accomplishment that you can promote the whole show through the McDonald's drive-through. I mean, you don't even work at McDonald's, so I mean that's a feat in and of itself, man. I mean, you are astral projecting yourself from one burger joint to another.
Yeah, basically like a portal.
Yeah,
you know, just going through one for the next one, different dimensions.
Right.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times, you know, I can't really say where I work because I get in trouble, but
I understand that.
A lot of times I'm so high, I'm in a different dimension.
I mean,
So,
hey.
And I find it needed when I work the drive-through to be high.
You know, when I was a manager for some of those establishments, I kind of felt the same way. It's just like, why am I doing this?
Yeah. I swear to God, this thing always pops in my head when a car pulls up to the drive-through and I take care of them. And especially if it's like a mom or a dad with their kids, I always think they're saying, now, look at him. This is why. This is why you need to go to college.
I mean, I went to college. I have a college degree.
So
and
I went to college too.
Yeah, I still ended up working in joints like that. I mean, this is like, I think if I want to put a label on it, this is like the only second grown-up job I've ever had, and I'm not going to mention where I work because I've only been there 2 days. But
I think you should mention it.
no, I'm good. But we talk about them enough on the air because of other reasons.
I gotta think about that now. Where you work? Yeah. So the drive-through, man, I actually really like it. It takes no skill, and it's so relaxing.
Well, I mean, it depends.
All right. So skill level is what? Being able to operate the computer.
Well, I mean, there's definitely a little bit of multitasking that goes on, especially because like
Multiple cars.
Well, not just that, but I know the place you work at because I like I said I was a manager there, but I've also been at McDonald's as well and everything like that. What's up, Mike? Wearing the Steel City Renegade shirt that you made Dave Chipper and I that took us 10 years to get because Dave's delivery service has no turnaround time. And I love my Money's Crazy Mind shirts as well. They're actually getting quite a bit of attention by our neighbors because on the back of the one it says "Welcome to the Asylum," and our neighbors are just like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
Oh man, can I get one of those? I'll wear it.
All right, yeah,
I'll wear it all over the place.
I
wear band shirts and all that stuff. Well, I'll exchange with you. You could. This one's Matt's, but that's my beautiful face on there.
I mean, if you want to do a shirt trade,
Right?
I'll do a shirt trade. I'll have to get a couple more made, but I mean, I got no problem with that. Give me a couple of weeks to get some money from my new job.
Yeah, I'm making like I think 3 more designs and a hoodie.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll do a shirt change. It's kind of like an NFL shirt change.
Yeah, we can do that.
We can either autograph them.
Jersey exchange.
Jersey exchange.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So the drive-through thing, man.
I mean, with the dual monitors and everything, because obviously you have to take the order on one
Right.
and then switch it over to the other one. So I mean, there's a little bit of multitasking going on. Plus, you have to be able to take money for the car that's at your window, plus take the order from the window that's
Yeah.
at the speaker at the same time. So there is a little bit of skill involved in that. But I mean, as long as you have a pulse and you know how to use your brain,
Right.
I mean, you should be able to be able to do that. Hey, MS Paint, man. I mean, MS Paint's a pretty good program there, Frank. I mean, I don't know why people are putting down MS Paint, man. I mean, Paint doesn't even exist anymore. Now it's Paint 3D. So
Yeah. What did he say?
he said MS Paint equals high fashion.
I don't know. I don't even know what that is.
Microsoft Paint, like the Paint app that comes on Windows.
Okay.
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah.
I spend all my time on YouTube and Instagram constantly. But yeah, I just to talk about the drive-through thing real quick. Yeah, I guess there is a lot of multitasking.
Yeah.
But I'm used to that as being a cook, for years and years.
Yeah.
But I like the drive-through. It's really relaxing. Car pulls up, you take care of their food. And I always laugh too when I go home when they're like getting their bag and they're looking through like, God damn it, he forgot the French fries. Son of a bitch, Jeff James.
It's funny though, because like if I can just use Mr. Peabody's Wayback Machine here for a second, right? Back when I was first starting out on that shit, like that's when I first heard I have a voice for radio.
A face for radio.
Well, no, they were telling me they're like, man, your voice, man, you would do great on the radio, and I'm just like, yeah, well, that's what happens when you're ugly.
Oh, geez.
Fat and ugly. I mean, I got the trifecta there.
That's fugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said it.
If I'm insulting myself, it's not a fucking problem. I mean, I know.
Oh, Jesus
mean-
Christ. This is some deathmatch shit right here. I already see it brewing.
Well,
I don't know who I'd put my money on.
I'm fucking crippled, man. So I mean,
All right, my money's on Dave.
according to my orthopedic surgeon, I needed a knee replacement 10 years ago, but I'm not old enough to get one yet.
Maybe we'll only make the match like 30 seconds then.
Oh shit.
I don't know if you guys could go 3 minutes. Have you guys ever boxed before? 3 minutes for a round is a long time.
I used to be dabbled in professional wrestling. 3 minutes in professional wrestling is tough even too.
Yeah, I don't, you guys don't know, but I box. I don't box like I used to, but I'll go once a week now and spar. I like it. I love hitting people. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a lot thinner though. I mean, you outweigh me big time, so I may not be able to knock you down with a punch.
Is this Cleveland bicep trade? Is that like an actual
So yeah, so having a good time back on the show. We're getting a lot of spam, I guess. I noticed that on a couple shows in the past too. We got some spam. We had gotten that one guy that wrote in about promoting the show and stuff. So we've been getting a lot of spam. But I see Dave's name's up there. What'd you say, Dave?
He was asking who the guy behind the board was. That's when I brought up the David Wallencheck.
Yeah. He wrote, "You suck." No, you know that's not true because I can't even see that far. So
No, it was Dave commented while Satan was here. Who is the guy behind the board? And is it MJF, the devil himself? I mean, if we were good enough to get MJF on this show, nobody would be like he shreds motherfuckers. So
yeah, the only I was telling Lisa this, the only wrestlers that I know, and I guess he's retired now, is the Undertaker. And I think is Chris Jericho. He's also a musician too, right?
yes, Fozzy.
Right. Yeah, I put that together the other day when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
How they did that Metallica battle thing. How you set that up for them to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of funny because like 2 weeks before Fozzy was in Cleveland, he had Lars Ulrich on Talk Is Jericho, his podcast. And so I had heard that, and Metallica mentioned they were coming to Cleveland, and then Fozzy was coming around the same time. So I'm like, I'm going to both shows.
Right.
Who's going to entertain me more? And Jericho's just like challenge accepted for Fozzy. And then Lars piggybacked off of that and said,
Right.
we're Metallica. We always put on a good show. But then they both tweeted me after the shows and they're like, okay, who won?
Is Chris Jericho the singer?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured he would be front man, right?
Oh, and but he's a great singer.
Yeah.
Like, I love Fozzy. Fozzy's awesome.
Yeah, I got to check that out. I've never heard it before. And I just now we're talking about it and I was thinking about Chris Jericho as the wrestler. I realized that. But I do remember playing some video games in the past, and me and my one buddy used to do the wrestling against each other, and Wolfpack, I think, was a thing. He was big into wrestling. I just like playing the video game, but
we could play some Linkin Park if we want to get kicked off of YouTube and Facebook. But if you want to tune into our 24-hour streaming radio station at redlineradioloc.com, the entire album of Meteora is up right now for the 20th anniversary.
Yeah, Haley, we always get these guys. They're like, "Hey, play Linkin Park or play Slipknot or stuff like that." That's just them being dickheads.
I mean, I used to have Metallica on this board, but it got me in trouble.
Yeah, I'm sure it got you in trouble. And fuck, man, they sued Napster. I mean, you got to be really careful with Metallica for sure.
Well, the theme song for Money's Crazy Mind was originally "This Is the New Shit" by
Manson.
Manson, yeah.
This is the new shit. That's a great tune. Yeah, I like that a lot. But you can use instrumental stuff though, right?
Somewhat. Sometimes Facebook will be nice to us about it, and sometimes they're just like, "No, you can't do that."
Yeah, I think YouTube. On my last show with Greg, I did Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix, and we got hit with copyright. Tim told me about it. I'm like, dude, it was like 20 seconds of instrumental. I mean, really?
I mean, we that guy Dub, one of our Thursday night shows, he didn't even have anything copyrighted on it. We played a commercial from one of our sponsors, and they tagged him for the music on that.
Yeah, I had a couple bands that are signed to national labels, and they told me, they're like, "Yeah, you could play our music." I'm like, "Yeah, but you don't really understand. I mean, you could tell me that all day long, but as soon as we play
if you don't have it in writing, it means nothing."
Right, exactly. I mean, I have it in my phone in writing, but I mean, it's not like I can
you could probably screenshot that
and send it to YouTube after they've nailed me.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, they like having it in writing. I mean, I've even tried putting up, our music license that we use for the radio station and everything in the copyright complaints, and they're like, "We don't give a fuck."
Yeah, I mean, there's times I wish we could do certain bands, that I like Falling in Reverse and stuff. I like them a lot. And I wish that we could play the whole song and hear the lyrics and everything.
Well, I mean, if you want,
we could, and we're just gonna get.
Well, no. I'm gonna extend you an offer. This is the first time I've ever done loud and local for you and everything like that. Yeah. I used to do something with Money's Crazy Soundtrack. That's Thursday nights, where I would grab a Redline Radio personality and let them pick the soundtrack for the night.
Oh, that's cool.
And I also interview them for the show.
Oh yeah, that sounds awesome.
So if you want, we can work out a time where we can get together and put that together. And
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
whatever music you want to play on Loud and Local, we can play it on there.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
All right. Come
All
up
right.
with about 25, 26 songs.
Oh, I could do that easily. There's so many bands I like.
And by the way, for all music fans out there, I'll extend that to, I'll drop a hint, because we talked about this morning on Steel City Renegades when we did our draft special. Tomorrow, I don't know what time, but sometime tomorrow, there's going to be a special announcement dropped on Redline Radio LLC's Facebook page. What's going on, Justin? About what I am doing Thursday night for Money's Crazy Soundtrack.
What's the hint?
Metallica.
Of course it's Metallica. It's your favorite thing. 72 seasons?
No.
I'll
tell you off air, because
right,
I don't want to ruin it. But Justin George says, "What's up, Jeff?
What's up?
He's at the movie, so he'll have to watch the replay, but he wanted to check in and say hello."
Hello, Justin. Oh, wow. It's on the big screen TV. I can see it. Loud and fucking Local with Jeff James. Music and local news. Lee Money's in the house producing tonight. Tim is somewhere else producing tonight.
Yes.
So, all right. So I want to introduce the show. What we got going on. We did have a cancellation, which was going to be a paranormal group. So with that in mind, we're just going to play more music. So yeah, what we're going to do is right now I'm going to introduce a song that we're going to play. And this song is by, and like I said on the last show, this song is by my old band, Quadraphonic Desperation. I know those guys are listening because I could see some of the comments. I'm pretty sure Rob is out there and he's listening. So Rob, we're going to play Whiskey, Tea, and Nicotine. You wrote that song. I wrote all the lyrics to it. And I'll do a little introduction on it. The song came about because I wrote it about working. And what I did was I made the song about a girl, instead of pointing out the fact that I was, it's a work song. So then you came up with the idea for the music video, which really sucked ass, to be honest with you. It was the worst music video I ever saw. I was kind of hoping that we could have done it where I'm punching the clock or something, but you took over and really fucked it all up. So we're not going to actually watch the music video because it sucks, but we're going to listen to the song. And anyway, so Lee, could you kick us into Whiskey, Tea, and Nicotine by Quadraphonic Desperation? And this is my old band. And just one little thing, Rob. This song came out 10 years ago, so you got another 15 years before you can get in the Rock Hall, you egotistical prick.
Time I've been working all night. Gotta find what's right and what burns so bright. Just to get by, you've been running with my life. All falls apart in time, ain't what it used to be. You didn't quit on me. You've been stringing me along. You've been fooling around. You've been walking out. You ain't no good to me. You got me all used up. It's all my fault. It's all your fault. Whiskey and tea. nicotine. Whiskey and tea, it's alright with me. This waste of time. You've been hiding all your life. You keep it all inside. It just makes me cry. You wanna break my back? I just can't relax. I can't be falling in love. I can't fall in love. Whiskey and tea and nicotine. Yeah. Whiskey and tea, it's alright with me. Whiskey and tea and nicotine. Yeah. Whiskey and tea, it's alright with me.
All right. Whiskey, Tea, and Nicotine. That song was written by Rob. I came in and did all the vocals on it. I remember at the time we had a drummer. His name was George. And I wouldn't say he's the best drummer, but he couldn't play drums to that song. And I remember Rob is like, yeah, I'm going to hold off on this song and wait until we find a new drummer. And yeah, that ended up actually being the single on the album. They said Mark Berry had said that song summed up what Quadraphonic Desperation was. So I thought that was pretty cool. And that was the song, it was the single, and it was the music video, the only music video we did. And like I said before, the music video sucked, but at least the song came out good, and I was happy with it. I was happy with the vocals. Nick Gertz is not a big fan. Nick Gertz said it sounds like it was recorded in an outhouse. But, you know, Nick, you should know. You were probably born in one. So as we had done before, I like to talk about the Rock Hall. And, of course, I'm going to drop another bomb on the Rock Hall. Not literally, but... And I just want to go over some things about the Rock Hall. And so here it comes. Rock Hall snubs. Are you familiar with this, Lee?
Somewhat.
You know, they have over 129 snubs of established bands that have been out for a long time, that sold millions of records, toured the world many times over. But I want to go through a little short list that I put together, and you guys can look this up. It's on cleveland.com. And there was a couple that I had made a mistake on the last show that I'm going to bring up this time. But so never nominated, which is never even mentioned, where they would be brought into the arena of making it into the induction ceremony. Because you have to be nominated first. Then it's voted on by 500 historians, which I don't know how. It's an international body of 500 rock experts. So who knows what that means, really. But so, never nominated. And I also say last week I had talked about Motley Crue, where Motley Crue said that they felt that they were banned from the Rock Hall because they've never even been mentioned. And Lee, they're like one of the biggest hair metal bands ever.
I mean, yeah, you know, and I mean, Tommy Lee went on to do, you know, how many other bands after that? You know, I mean, there's a little deception in the ranks right now about, you know, pre-recorded music and stuff like that.
Right.
But I mean,
Yeah, Mick Mars is slaying them pretty good.
yeah, I mean, Nikki Sixx used to have that radio show here in Cleveland.
Yeah, you're right.
So maybe he was too busy doing that to remember how to play bass.
That and heroin.
That too.
So
I mean, Vince Neil looks like he ate an Oompa Loompa.
yeah, he looks really bad. He did not age well.
No.
And you would think all that cocaine that he would have stayed pretty thin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did almost kill somebody when he was on cocaine.
Yeah, that's true. He no, he did. He killed.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Ricky Razzle. He killed Razzle. I can't remember what his first name was, but Razzle was in the band Hanoi Rocks.
Yeah.
And he killed him in the car, and he got off on those charges. I don't know how, but yeah, he did kill him.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's right.
And then, it's funny. I saw this article by Nikki Sixx where he wants to ban all alcohol sales at his shows. And he thinks that alcohol should be banned completely from public, that nobody should be able to drink alcohol because it's like the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, they tried that in what, the 40s and the 50s, and it went over so well then.
Prohibition. That's where you're in your basement cooking up some alcohol out of potatoes.
Mark Berry says Drake is going to call in tonight. Keep the phone line open.
Oh, is that the fake Mark Berry? Because real men put their real pictures in there, and Mark knows that. So,
well, I mean, just in case anybody does want to call into the show, we do have the hotline available for that. Currently nameless hotline, but we're working on getting that fixed again. But the number is 440-444-7251.
Attention, hotline fans. Yes.
That's right. I know Ataraxis wants to call in. He may have been the guy that tried to call in earlier, and if he does call in, we'll take that call. All right, so I want to go over the Rock Hall snubs. 20 times never nominated, the B-52s. You know them?
Love Shack Baby.
Bring your jukebox money. Right? 20 times.
Didn't they also do like a fake version of that song for the Flintstones movie with John Goodman?
I think they did. I can't remember what it was, but they did something like that.
Yeah.
Another band who I really love is Bad Company.
Bad Company.
To the day I die. 24 times. Never nominated. Can you believe that shit? How does a band like Bad Company feel like making dun 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 dun, right?
Yeah.
Feel like making love. 24 times, never nominated. That blows my mind.
I mean, look how long it took Metallica to get in.
That's true. But
And they're
Bad
like
Company's been around way longer,
Yeah.
Millions of albums and millions of tours. And
Yeah.
Paul Rogers.
Yeah.
The Bajas. You know that band?
Do, but can't think of any of their songs off of my head.
I'm only human, but I need to be loved. Something like that. Whatever. 19 times. They've never been nominated. They've been passed over 19 times. Or I'm human and I need to be loved. Something like that. I had said last week that Billy Idol, who changed punk rock to mainstream music, was passed over 8 times. I was wrong about that. It's actually 17 times.
For Billy Idol?
Fucking Billy Idol. Rebel Yell, Eyes Without a Face, Flesh for Fantasy, Cradle of Love.
I'm not the world's biggest Billy Idol fan, but I mean, almost any alternative rock band, Grunge DNA, Four Loko, any of those bands, they always cover Rebel Yell.
Right. Everybody knows Rebel Yell. I mean, you go to any club or,
Rebel Yell.
Yeah. Mo, right?
Yeah.
17 times. I can't fucking believe that. I don't know. That's fucking crazy. I would think that he'd be in it. Wait till I go over some of this shit.
Meanwhile,
with you.
Run
Laugh.
DMC is in it.
Yeah, Run DMC. I did a whole thing about hip hop. I'm gonna read about it later. You're gonna laugh. The Carpenters?
Yeah.
We've only just begun to live, right? 29 times. They've been passed
I can't
over.
believe that. I
The
mean,
Carpenters.
right.
Do you know that the Carpenters recorded with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra?
Yeah.
That was done way before like Metallica and any of those guys ever did it,
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was way before like
Oh, don't worry, Doug.
digital.
The crying part of the show is coming up. I got a whole segment about it. Man.
Crying. I could cry on command if you want.
Yeah.
So yeah, 29 times the Carpenters were passed up. Devo, Devo with the
Safety
weird red
dance.
hats.
We can dance if we want to.
No, that's Devo's Whip It.
Oh yeah,
Whip It Good.
Okay, yeah.
That's Men Without Hats,
Men Without Hats. That's right.
Right?
Right.
We can dance if we want to. Leave your friends behind.
Because if your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well,
No friends of mine, right? Well, I'm sure they'll get passed over a billion times too. Yeah, Devo's Whip It Good, and then they also do. Don't they do My Sharona?
They might.
My, woo! Right? Okay, this one's gonna blow your mind. Kool and the Gang. You know them?
You got to be kidding. I would have sworn that they were in already.
Celebrate Good Times. Probably played at every party, every wedding throughout history, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go to any type of party, they always play Kool and the Gang. 29 times they've been passed over.
So I Can't Get No Satisfaction is another song by Devo.
Oh yeah, it's not the. Is it a cover of the Stones or is it?
It probably is.
Satisfaction. That's probably what it sounds like. So then, so Lee, I did some. I've been doing a lot of research into the Rock Hall.
Yeah.
I'm losing my voice. It's the fucking weather in Cleveland.
Matthew
McConaughey.
No, Gutka says, "What's up, Jeff?"
Matt, what's up? Are you just tuning in now? Because earlier I showed your shirt. I'm going to be sending it to you on Monday. It's right here. Loud and Local. It's in green, and that's why it looks weird. But that's the official Redline shirt for Loud and Local. And on the back, it has Redline as well. And that's going in the mail to you on Monday. Yep. I promised you, and I deliver on my promises. So, yeah. Sorry, my stomach is growling. So, yeah, I did some research on the Rock Hall. I like that sound. I haven't heard that for a while. I miss it. So, the eligibility changed in 2023 for the Rock Hall. They now go to 1997. So you have to have an album that's been released at that time to even be eligible for the Rock Hall.
So Korn.
Yep.
The Offspring.
Yep. A lot of bands.
Doug Pike congratulated Matt for getting a shitty shirt in the mail.
Yeah, you could have one too, but you're a cocksucker, so you'll never get one. And I'm sure you wouldn't wear it anyway. So, congrats, Matt. You're getting a shitty shirt. It actually cost me a few bucks. Incredible Keepsakes.
You suck.
Incredible Keepsakes put it together. Mike, I met with him. He's a super nice guy. There's your shout out, buddy.
Oh, Mike and Diane are excellent over at
excellent.
Keepsakes. Yeah.
They're when I first arrived at their location, I was like, this is a house, maybe I'm at the wrong address. And then I go inside and I'm like, wow, this is really professional.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. They got it. They got it.
Oh yeah.
On lock over there, man.
He's got some money in there. That computer system he has with thousands and probably millions of fonts. We looked at fonts for like 25 minutes. I was just like, I like that one and that one and that one. There's so many. But I will tell you that I designed my own shirt. I sent him the artwork, and then he worked on it for me from there.
Mm-hmm.
He came up with the logo. I told him I wanted something, and it's right here too. I wanted a hardcore metal look because that's the type of music I like.
Yeah. Matt says he will wear the shirt proudly.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. And I know you will because you're a cool guy.
I will say this about Incredible Keepsakes. They are the official merchandise providers of Redline Radio and all of our show hosts here, as you found out.
Yep.
So I mean, obviously they did the Steel City Renegade shirts.
I like that shirt. I need one of those
for me, Dave, and Chipper over on the Steel City Renegades. They did the Money's Crazy Mind shirt, which I designed myself as well. And they do all the Redline Radio gear. There's even the CRS truck racing series.
Right.
They
know about that
for them. I think they're doing all the gear for the Ohio Wheelman series this year, so they're into racing. But yeah, I mean, Mike and Diane, they're great people over there. I want to design a new shirt actually. So
that's cool. Yeah, I had fun designing the shirts. And when I was there, they were doing he had hundreds of shirts for some type of cancer awareness thing
Yeah.
that was going on. And I thought that was really cool. He's like, yeah, they're coming to pick it up today. And I was like, man, that's a lot of work. And they also did my Loud and Local Tumblr.
Yeah, it's green, so it's not going to show up.
Yeah, it's green. It's invisible. It's invisible, dude. It's invisible. Yeah. So,
But Matt did say that the Rock Hall rules are whacked. I've said that for a long time because I mean it's like Kill 'Em All came out in 1982. So 20 years would have been 2002.
right, they're long overdue.
Yeah, so Metallica was long overdue on when they got in because they got in what, 2007, 2008?
It just blows my mind that certain bands are in like Guns N' Roses. No discredit to Guns N' Roses, but let's be honest, they've only put out
I mean, Appetite to
2
Destruction
albums?
came out in what, 88?
and they've only put 2 albums out. You can't count Spaghetti Incident and the other thing they did that had Patience on it because those were EPs. They weren't even full albums.
Well, not just that, but I mean, it's like they didn't last very long. I mean, because they were on that tour with Metallica in what, 95, and it wasn't too long after that they broke up after
Yeah.
they caused the entire city of
It was St. Louis, right?
No, they were in Canada. I think it was Quebec.
Oh, that's right. When
Olympic
they also
Stadium.
did it in St. Louis too. They also had a riot in St. Louis.
When James burned half his arm off.
Yeah. So I'm gonna read this thing because I'm gonna have to read it because it's now that you're gonna laugh because it sounds like Kamala Harris put this little thing together. You know, you ever listen to her? She just skirts around the whole topic. But so the Rock Hall said the influence and significance of artists' contributions to the development and perpetuation of rock and roll.
Okay.
I read that like 5 times and I still can't really understand. Let me say it one more time. The influence and significance of artist contributions to the development and perpetuation of rock and roll. I don't know. What's that mean?
So if their influence had anything on the continuation of the creation of rock and roll and making rock and roll still be prevalent to this day, then they deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean,
Right.
I would think playing at 2 different Woodstock festivals would get you.
Well, I would think so, right? Yeah, so I believe Kamala Harris is the spokesperson for the Rock Hall of Fame.
I mean, you put the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in downtown Cleveland, right? But every other year, the induction ceremony is in New York.
Yeah, because didn't you tell me when we talked outside at the Piston Power Show, we were
Yeah.
talking about, you're like, yeah, they made a deal with New York City to
Yeah.
host some events there. And I was like,
Yeah.
why? You know, I mean, what the fuck? Because
the physical building is standing downtown, and
Yeah.
it's a great looking building. you
it's
know?
all about money, right?
I'm guessing, but I mean, it's like if you're going to call Cleveland the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and this is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, you would think that the ceremony would be here.
Yeah, they all should be here because, first of all, it's in Cleveland.
Correct.
Right.
The physical building stands in Cleveland.
Rock and roll began in Cleveland, right? And it's so good for our city. Fuck New York City. They're reaping the benefits of our Rock Hall.
We were talking about this as well because, Cleveland got snubbed on Metallica's 72 Seasons
Right.
tour
That's
because
true.
the stadium for that team that plays up the road doesn't have a dome or a retractable roof
Yeah.
on their stadium. So it's like every other year you're taking potentially millions to billions
yeah.
of dollars out of Cleveland because these artists and their families and their people and the fans and everything like that go to those ceremonies are now taking the trip 6 hours north to New York.
Yeah. Exactly right. And so the other thing, the Rock Hall, it said that the Rock Hall has created a huge backlog of female artists.
What the fuck
Huge.
does that mean?
It means that they're not putting
It-
female artists in the Rock Hall.
Okay.
Only 4.8% are female artists. Of the 719 artists that that are in the Rock Hall, only I think it's either 4.8 or 8.48. I can't remember what it was. Are female artists and influential um, musicians, bands, spokespeople of female or nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that almost sounds like, yeah, we're the police department and we're sorry that we have a backlog of rape cases. That we can't solve. I mean,
sorry guys.
what the fuck does that mean? Like open the goddamn book and start putting some people in then. I mean,
Yeah, why don't they just they should do this. They should put a whole bunch of fucking people in, right?
yeah.
And then just pick some of the bands to play live. They
Yeah.
don't have to have every single band that they nominate or induction play live.
Induct, yeah.
It could be like, like the Grammys, how they have certain awards that they don't
5
even put on
hours of
TV.
awards and 2 hours of performances. Yeah.
Right. Some of them they don't even put on TV.
Right.
You know?
Well, yeah. I mean,
They like the Oscars and shit
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah.
also you have to have your first release after 25 years.
okay.
So that's one of the main things. But
Well, Doug, I'm glad that you love the show, and yes, it does feature local bands. But I mean, we do music news as well, and I mean, this is a big topic because the Rock Hall has been snubbing quite a few bands that are more deserving than, let's say, Run DMC,
right.
and Snoop Dogg to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
So I'm glad you brought that up. This will blow your mind. So all these bands that have been snubbed, and especially hip hop artists. And I wanted to look up hip hop artists because for some reason that's what I was thinking about that night. So Eminem was nominated in his first year of eligibility, where all these other artists.
Were they basing that on Infinite, or were they basing that on the Slim Shady LP?
It didn't say. It just said that he was nominated in his first year of eligibility. First year, they put him in. So I think it's a political thing. It's definitely political, and it's definitely money based. So I'll say this: Run DMC, NWA, Jay-Z, Biggie Smalls, Tupac, Public Enemy, Beastie Boys, Furious 5, which I really don't know who that is, and Grandmaster Flash are the only hip hop artists in the Rock Hall. 40 years and only this many hip hop artists. Do you know Snoop Dogg's never been nominated?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I understand NWA.
But Snoop Dogg is huge.
Right.
I mean, and then there's so many other hip hop artists and R&B and stuff like that falls under that realm. But 40 years and only that many.
All right. Well, I mean,
artists.
Okay. That's basically what 90% of a podcast is, Doug, is people bitching about shit. But I mean,
yeah, Doug, Lee, you'll speak to yourself till you're blue in the face trying to put up with these retards.
But he said it's political, which I mean, yeah, some of it probably is. I mean, but white man keeping the white man down for not putting Eminem in. I mean, 99.9% of the artists in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame are Caucasian descent.
That is true. That is very true. I mean, we could go back to talk about some of the black artists, like Howlin' Wolf and Muddy Waters and stuff like that. And I don't know if it's discriminatory towards black or white. It's definitely discrimination against female artists, for sure.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Etta Fitzgerald just get in last year?
Yeah, I believe so. I think it was something like that. And I mean,
I know that they put Diane Ross in recently too.
Yeah, who's not in is Cher. She's not in.
How is that even
Yeah,
possible?
she's not in. I talked about that last week with Tim. Another thing I said to Tim last week is, do you know what the Rock Hall says? It's the most deserving of bands make it in, right? And then we were like, well, who's deserving of it? And then so they have 500 rock experts that vote on this, and that's A&R people, the media, which I talked about last week. You can't trust the media; it's bullshit anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like the same with a lot of the sports Hall of Fames, though, too. Like the MLB Hall of Fame, it's the sports writers that pick who gets in.
Yeah,
which is why a lot of the guys from the steroids era haven't been.
Come on, let's put Pete Rose in. Come on, that guy was great, and he bet on baseball, man.
Forget about it.
Look what they did to Bernie Kosar, they won't let him do anything with the Cleveland Browns because he bet. What did he bet against the Browns or something like that?
I don't think he bet
on the Browns.
yeah,
or-
I don't think he bet against the Browns. I think he just bet on that game.
Who cares though? Was he a player then?
No, but he was working for the Browns at the time.
Yeah, but even if you work for the Browns, I would think you should be able to make a bet. I don't understand why you couldn't.
Conflict of interest.
Yeah, it's not like he's paying off the bookies so the Browns win. I don't know.
Maybe he should.
I'm gonna make some bets while I work on Redline Radio.
Howling Wolf is in the Rock Hall. Dumb
Yeah.
fuck. Okay, well, you were called a dumb fuck for saying that.
Yeah, I'm just saying I was talking about black artists. I'm not saying who's in or who's not in. I would thank you so much for the dumb fuck. I've been called worse by better. So.
Seven Dust is nominated by this point, aren't they? They got a black singer.
Yeah, probably. And what about remember that band that I know they opened for the Stones? Trying to think what the fuck their name is. You might have to look it up for me. I'm thinking Living Color, Living something.
Ooh, in Living Color, yeah.
In Living
Cult of
Color.
Personality.
They had black. They actually the whole band was black.
Yeah. CM
And,
Punk uses them for his theme music.
Yeah, that's a good song. So I wasn't saying that, obviously Howlin' Wolf's and so is Chuck Berry. I mean, I wasn't saying that they're not in. I was just saying talking about older black artists. So
yeah. No, I mean, I've thought the Rock Hall was a joke for a long time. I mean, it's a huge money grab. It's definitely political. I mean, it's basically who they decide to get in. It's not who's technically deserving.
Right.
And I think that's like the biggest knock against any Hall of Fame, not just the Rock Hall. I mean, you can say that the NFL or the Pro Football Hall of Fame does it. Obviously, Major League Baseball does it.
They probably all do it, right?
Yeah. Mark Berry says Living Color is his favorite black metal band. Living Color is great, man. I love Living Color.
I saw them open up for the Rolling Stones at the old Cleveland Stadium outside in the summertime. I was probably 8th row from the front. I actually saw, I was young. I was probably 18 or 19. I saw a girl do the blowjob right in front of me.
Nice.
She was on her knees right there.
Nice.
So you guys mentioned local music. We're going to play some local music.
All right.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this song. It's called Chasing Vapors. It's by a band called the Cedars Band. And they happen to be in North Olmsted tonight playing a show at the Sly Fox. They're on tour. I was going to go and review that show, but I had my show tonight and I couldn't get any of my buddies
Isn't that
to go
place
do it.
a great place, though, Sly Fox?
Yeah. That is
I
a
love
really
Sly
nice
Fox.
stage.
Yeah.
Super nice. And a really great sound system. So they're on tour. We're going to play Chasing Vapors. I'm going to take a quick little break. And Lee's going to play that. And then you guys talk about local music. We're going to just knock out a whole bunch of local bands after that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So this is Loud and Local. This is Cedars Band.
Talked myself out of let the music drown your voice. Only listening to the sirens. I set my face and left the shore. Running after things that chose me. They scream a chorus meant my life. I was shipwrecked, I was blinded. This mighty voice became so small. Chasing vapor, flying too close to the sun. These wings are paper, and nothing is enough. Lift my head just for a moment. the paper turn to ash. You are still standing on the shoreline. We have the same blood on our hands. Chasing vapor, flying too close to the sun. These wings are paper, and nothing is enough.
Yeah, so that was Chasing Vapors by the Cedars Band. I like them a lot. Very cool. They're at the Sly Fox tonight on tour. And guys, if you're listening, I wish I could have made the show. I'm kind of hoping that, if I get out of here, I can stop up. So
A chick singer in rock is not all that heard of either.
yeah, no, not really. And yeah, so that was Cedars Band. So talking about chick singers, I'm friends with a really attractive lady. Her name is AJ Chase. She's a musician, and I talked to her last week before I went on the show at Studio One. And Lee's gonna play a little clip of her music, and this is AJ Chase.
Pacing around, but I'm going nowhere. And everyone's changing, but I'm still the same. I lost somebody who loved me the most.
Sounds like
There's not a moment where I'm
reminds
not
me of Dolly
alone.
Parton a little bit.
Yeah.
Jolene.
All of the things that I used to love.
Is that really a picture of her or?
Yeah, that's AJ.
They don't give me
Yeah, beautiful
enough
girl.
anymore.
Very cool, down to earth. I like her a lot.
Talk to myself cause there's nobody home. There's not a moment where I'm not alone. I can see all the signs, but I'm full speed ahead. If I'm living or dying makes no difference. There are beautiful things going on in my head, but instead I cave to the end.
AJ Chase.
There's an obsession that I can't control.
If you guys want to check her out, she's on YouTube. You could go to her page. It's under AJ Chase, and you could subscribe just like I did. She's a beautiful young lady and a great singer and an excellent guitar player.
Apparently, Frank didn't like Cedars Band too much. He said that it was a yawn.
Well, nobody's watching your show, Frank, so you're a yawn. So yeah, that's AJ Chase. I've known her for a couple years. She sang on a couple songs that I played in a band called Beyond Siberia, where I played keyboards only, and I actually wrote an acoustic song called Damaged Goods, and she was the singer on that. And as Mark Berry knows, and we got played quite a bit in London, United Kingdom, and Australia. We actually were, I think, number 1 or number 2 for a few weeks on Banks Radio, which is a really cool online streaming radio site like Redline. But they're in Australia, and they played us for a few weeks. But yeah, so that was AJ Chase.
That too, Jeff.
Yeah, I know I made a deal with the devil that day when I got that song played. But yeah, so also talking about females, I'd like to bring up Lisa, Redline's radio GM. I got to spend last week with her. Not the whole week, but last week, I think it was on a Monday or Tuesday. I told her I wanted to see what her life was like. I wanted to see like where she grew up and stuff. And and I wanted to know about Growing Wings because I had heard so much about it on the show. I wanted to see what it was like, and
Aren't those guys great?
it was. I'll say it was a beautiful experience.
Everybody that works down there at Growing Wings, they have the passion for it.
Yeah.
They care about their clients. You know, I actually had the opportunity to work down there a
Really?
little bit, yeah, and I was helping those guys do some musical stuff, like
Yeah, so I saw the studio
Yeah.
with the music instruments, and
Yeah.
Lisa had the lights off in there, but I picked up the guitar and played guitar and sang to her a little bit. I was like, I'm serenading you.
Yeah, no,
But yeah, it was fun.
they really do care about their clients. They're one of the best teams in Northeast Ohio, I think, you know, for helping those guys out and everything like that. Andre, Dier, the whole gang down there, man, they're all excellent, and you know, hopefully I'll be able to get back down there soon.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, me and Lisa were talking, we're gonna do a concert during Christmas time, like kind of like a donation fundraiser thing, and we're gonna get all of those guys and kids up there on stage and let
Yeah.
them perform because a lot of those kids perform.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I call them kids, you know, I think of them as kids, but
Jeff,
they're-
I'm sorry that UPS didn't deliver your boner pills.
oh, it's okay. I don't need them anyway. I'm not having sex.
No.
No,
I was gonna say, you know, Blue Chew's got a special offer right now
Yeah.
if you need a fill-in.
I'm good. I don't really miss it all that much. Don't really even think about it. God gave me a hand, so I don't really even need sex right now. It's too much work anyway. I mean, trying to hook up with girls and doing the whole bit. I'm happy with Redline and what I'm doing and stuff.
I look at it like this: like I got married because dating today sucks.
It's bad, all bad.
Yeah.
I date, so I know what it's like. It's a fucking nightmare.
Oh, dude, I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah.
Like
So,
when I mean, I knew my wife back in high school, but we didn't date back in high school, you
Yeah.
know. But once her and I got together, I'm like, this is it. I'm done. I'm not playing this game anymore.
yeah, everybody that knows me knows that I was with somebody a long time that had passed away suddenly, and after she died, I didn't have sex for I think almost 2.5 years, and then I met Rachel, and we dated for maybe 6 months before we even had sex, and yeah, so I mean, like, it's not really a big issue for me. I mean, you know, I'm like any other guy, I get horny, but I don't really focus on that in my life. I'm more focused on being successful.
You got to be focused on the hustle.
Yeah, I'm on my grind. I'm working on music, doing concerts. I'm doing the Redline thing, and that's really more on my mind than getting pussy, to be honest with you. So thanks for the letting me know that they didn't have my boner pills, but you know, I'm 55 and I don't have a problem getting a boner. So yeah, so I also want to say, go back to talking about Lisa. When we were at Growing Wings, I got to see the activities room. I got to see
Yeah.
the music room,
Yeah.
the art room. I got to see her office, and I want to say I was super impressed with everything. And especially when we got to go to the different houses to see where those kids lived and stuff and how well it was taken care of and how
That's the one thing I did not get to do because I worked at the day center down there.
okay,
but-
you worked in the actual center.
Yeah. But no, you know, I've you know, Grape from Grapevine.
Yeah, he works there.
Yeah, he works.
We drove past his house actually. She
Yeah.
showed me. We went by her mom and dad's house, and I actually
Yeah.
got to meet her mom and dad. I thought that was pretty cool. Her mom was super nice. I see where Lisa gets her looks. Her mom is beautiful
Yeah.
for her age. I mean,
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I met her mom too. Yeah,
Yeah.
her mom's great.
She's like Liza Minnelli. She's aged really well.
Yeah.
Liza Minnelli was like in her 75 and she was still hot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that Growing Wings thing. I told Lisa, I was like, she had this idea of like doing a concert. I said, man, let's do a fundraiser. We'll put in a big a nice size arena. We'll get all those kids up there singing, doing all their different talents. We could even have local bands come and play. We could make it a really big show. So while I was there, I always joke and say stuff like, I want to see Lisa dance, right? But she did put on Afrobeat music. She was standing in front of Andre and she started dancing and his eyes lit up. And I got a tear in my eye. And I was thinking to myself, she's gonna be like, "Why are you crying?" You know, but I was just like, "Man, it's just such a beautiful experience."
I mean, I don't know if you want to show this pic. I mean, the dancing skill in this pic is just bar
Yeah,
none.
I mean, her dancing skills in this picture is blows me away. So,
Hey man, I mean, I'm not even in my 50s, and I mean, there are some 7-year-old women out there, Doug. That I mean, you know, I mean, some 7-year-olds just got it, man.
yeah, gilfs,
Yeah,
right?
grandmas, I'd like to fuck. Man.
Yeah,
I mean, it worked for Stifler.
dude, I would, you know, before Eliza died. Is she dead? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
I know,
would
I know,
definitely
Tim,
take her to the bedroom.
I know Tim still wants to get his hands on Betty White.
Betty White.
That was like his big thing for the longest time. Like when,
Oh my god.
like when we first opened the studio.
Yeah, really, Betty White, huh?
Yeah,
I bet she's a freak.
she probably was before
Yeah.
she died. You know.
Do you remember the movie Grandma's Boy?
Yeah.
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 Silver Fox.
No, but when we first opened this studio, Tim was here and I was doing my show and I put a picture of Betty White up and he went running up to the picture and he's like, Betty! Betty!
Yeah, Liza Minnelli was hot. So yeah, Tim, let's roll the clip of
Jeff, you have balls in your mouth right now?
you know,
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a hell of a skill, man. You're hosting a show and you got nuts in your mouth?
8 balls.
Oh.
8 balls of cocaine stuffed in my cheeks. So it
So-
keeps me going, working 100 hours a week.
Gonna be like Deadpool and just smash a bag whenever you need it.
That's right.
But yeah, all right. I mean, here we go. I mean, this might get some people randy, but
Yeah, probably. Oh, look at those moves. Wow, Lisa. You got some moves, girl. It's like the dislocated hip thing going on.
I don't think I've ever seen legs move in just that fashion before.
Lisa, I hope you're watching this right now and you see this. I mean, we're probably making you a superstar right now. Wow. Dancing Queen. Right? This is great.
I knew Lisa had skills. I didn't know they were like that though.
When did you have your hair short like that?
She had to do that Karen Bob for a little bit.
Yeah, I like that.
She had to speak to the manager.
Yes, it is really her. We got photo of her dancing at a festival on Monday. Right?
If looks could kill.
Yeah. She just walked past in the studio and was like, you know, you're gonna die. But I wanted to have the one with the Dancing Queen music, but YouTube wouldn't let me have it. Right. So yeah, so I want to bring up another local band that we're gonna play right now. And so they have a new album out. They're called Buzz Baldrin, and we just got them on our punk show that's coming on September 16th. They're a great band. They remind me of Volbeat. You know who Volbeat is?
Oh, I love Volbeat.
They're great. Counting all the assholes in the room. That one? That's a great song.
1, 2, 3. We got 4.
Yeah. Asshole. Well, yeah, this song is called Void, and it's by a band called Buzz Baldrin. And guys, if you're listening, there's your shout out. You wrote a great song. I love it a lot. Guitar solo is excellent. And they're a Cleveland band. So there you go, Doug, Frank. Enjoy this one. This is The Void.
Creatures of the ocean, like holding them as graves. Then rocks and wallow in the pain. Then put upon myself for another person's gain, yeah. Blackouts! I black out! This well's gone dry! Seething! Not breathing! The time is nigh!
All right. Buzz Baldwin. Cool ass band from Cleveland. They're playing on my Punk Fest, September 16th.
They had a little bit of a Guar vibe there too.
Yeah, Guar, Volbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them a lot. I liked them before that song came out, but they just happened to release it. I think it was on Thursday or Friday night. And I listened to it 3 times in a row. I'm like, man, this is pretty fucking cool. I didn't even
Yeah.
plan to put them on the show, and I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna play this if you don't mind. And they're like, no, Jeff, go ahead and do it. So I've been actually after them to play on that Punk Fest for a while now. Kept asking them week after week. And so, yeah, they said yes. And I'm pretty happy about it because I know that they're going to bring out a big crowd. And Lisa, we're going to do really well on that show. And that show's going to be at Lucy's Pub on Broadview in Cleveland. And that's a really cool venue.
I don't know what Frank means about this, but he said 3 times in a row.
Yeah. Oh, because I listened to the song 3 times in a row.
I mean, I came at my wife 3 times.
I could probably jerk off 3 times in a row.
Hey.
You got a lot of testosterone built up there. Yeah, so I listened to it 3 times in a row because I like that middle section with the guitar solo, how it goes into like minor chords and it got super melodic and then it just cuts over the top of it. I thought that was really cool.
I know that you and I haven't had a chance to talk all that much, but I told you like when you were here for Cleveland's Finest that one time, I'm like, I kind of want to sit in on one of your shows because I'm into like local music and stuff like that. And that was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I like them a lot. We're gonna play a couple more songs. We're actually gonna knock out a few back to back. So what I'd like to bring up is Dream Stereo. This song is called Feeling Fine. I was listening to it last night. It's actually a short tune, but they're a 4-piece, and then I believe one of the singers in the band is a female singer.
Ooh.
But yeah, this is Dream Stereo, Feeling Fine.
Give me 20 seconds.
You need 20 seconds. Yeah, there's so many things you could do in 20 seconds, right? I could come 3 times.
Hey, I didn't need to know that.
Yeah, I know. Well, I couldn't do it without my boner pills though.
Oh,
So
and UPS fucked you on that, so you got to wait until probably at least Tuesday now because there's going to be a backlog.
that's exactly right.
Can Jeff tell us about the local escorts? I mean, that's what Backpage.com is for, right?
Yeah, I don't do the escort thing anymore. I had done it a couple times, when I was a little lonely, but I really don't need to do the escort things. I mean,
I think Daphne is offering her services.
yeah, Daphne. I think that's Rachel. And Lisa will tell you at Lucy's, I have no problem picking up girls. I went home that night. I don't remember much because I was on the liquid THC, but and that was a good time. I woke up the next day with like 8 phone numbers in my pocket and had no idea who these chicks were.
I mean, that's always a good night.
Yeah, so
Is Dream Stereo one word or two?
I didn't believe it's one word. Dream Stereo.
Okay, let me fix that. Okay, we're good.
All right, Dream Stereo, feeling fine.
I'm feeling fine. I feel alive. I feel like I could touch the sky. I'm flying high, never could die. Don't fuck with me around surprise. You wonder why I don't want you around. All you do is put me down. You wear sunglasses in front of masses to hide the tears roll down your face. I choose my living, so free and willing. My life begins now that you're gone. I'm feeling fine, I feel alive. I feel like I could touch the sky. You wear sunglasses in front of masses to hide the tears rolling down your face. I choose my living, so free and willing. My life begins now that you're gone.
Dream Stereo. I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling fine.
Had a little bit of like a Offspring vibe.
Yeah, Offspring, Dropkick Murphys, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That was very good. Yeah, so I saw a comment up there about escorts and not having sex. I mean, what it was is that I got super lonely. I had a phone number given to me, and I made a phone call. And I also want to point out, I never had actual intercourse with any of these ladies. It was purely a blowjob. And, so yeah, I admit to it. I did it. It wasn't bad. I'd never do it again.
You,
Because
you pay them to feed you baked beans? You
Yeah.
can do that?
they feed you baked beans. You could pay them to do anything.
Holy shit! Oh man,
You could pay them to shit on your face if you want.
I'm good on that.
2 girls in a cup, and that shit disgusting. I finally had a friend the other day show me the blue waffle. You know what it looked like to me, man? It looked like a Smurf that was dipped in like toxic waste. It was disgusting.
I had waffles for lunch, man.
I've talked about some really disgusting stuff on my show. The one show we talked on the Ball Gag show with Lisa was getting your Red Wings, and not only getting your Red Wings, but eating pussy on the period. Like, there's people that do it, that like it. I could never do that.
How was a
That's-
blowjob not intercourse? Why don't you ask President what was his name? Clinton.
Yeah, Clinton. Remember he said, I did not have sexual relations with
Well,
that woman. I had a blowjob.
Male escort. I mean, hey, man, I'd be fine with a dude feeding me baked beans.
Yeah. I'm good on the male escort thing. I need to see boobies.
Well,
She also has to have a vagina because obviously, I don't want to get too controversial, but there are girls with boobies that have penises. So.
don't be talking about my man boobs.
Yeah, so I don't want to focus too much on the escorts. I know you guys are interested in hearing about the escorts. I will say that I know Rachel, you're out there right now because I see your comment there, Daphne, Rachel, Daphne. I see that comment. At least paying for sex. At least I got what I liked. With you, hun. That was god awful. Worst sex I ever had in my life. Yeah, I know I'm gonna pay for that one.
Yeah, it's all right.
I actually work with her. My ex. She works at night. I work during the day. I've never actually see her.
Well, there's that.
Yeah. So I look at that schedule religiously and I'll follow it along and be like, okay, she's in at 4. I need to get my shit done by 3. Get the fuck out of here. And yeah, that happens every day. Like I'll look at that and be like, oh God. I don't even want to be in the parking lot where she's in the parking lot. I just want to be gone by the time she gets there.
I worked with my ex for 2 hours.
How'd that go?
What
What was that like?
I farted in her general direction and then quit.
I was thinking about what it would be like if we were like, what if the whole staff got sick and it was just us two and we were forced to have to work together?
Oh hell,
I don't think I could do it. I'd be like, peace, I'm out, bitch.
Jeff, don't talk about yourself that way.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, you're saying you're a terrible lay and that you can't please a woman. I mean,
Yeah, it's okay. I know I can please a woman.
Self-deprecation.
Although-
is not healthy, sir.
She might be lying, so I mean, how would I know?
No, there is that.
Who knows? But yeah, so I want to bring something up. I don't know if we could see this on air or not. I'm gonna put it right in front of the camera. Maybe I should turn it. I don't know. There we go. No.
What is all right? So I actually
There we
talked
go.
about that on my show Friday night, but I could not read the third band's name because of the crazy font that they use.
Necrobiome.
Necrobiome. Oh, I've actually heard of them.
Yeah, they're a heavy, heavy death grindcore metal band. The reason I know them and I like them a lot is the drummer on my album is the lead singer of Necrobiome.
Oh, okay.
And he happens to play drums and he plays kind of like a punk rock disco beat drum thing. And when I met him, I was like, dude, you got to play my album. So that's
Nick,
how
if
I
you want
know
to
him.
listen to Linkin Park that bad, I'm sure if you put on WMMS, they'll play it every 5 minutes.
Go ahead and listen. Go ahead and listen to him. Go to MMS.
Go ahead and
I
listen
dare
to
you.
Lost for the 3 millionth time.
Yeah. So me and Lisa, sponsored by Redline Radio, is doing Loud and Local, presents Dystopia at the Foundry Concert Club, who I talk about all the time because I like the Foundry. It's a great place.
Love that place.
When me and Lisa were there on Thursday night, not only did we get to see some hardcore music, she got to see the club. We couldn't get downstairs to see the VIP room, but I
Aw.
had Ray, who booked the show with us, send us a photo so she could see it, which we'll all be there for this show, and we'll be downstairs in the VIP room.
When is it?
It's June 17th, 7 p.m. It's $10 advance ticket, $12 day of the show. Foundry Concert Club, and it's sponsored by Redline Radio, Black Rose Records and Media Group, and Big City Productions. And headlining the night is Oblivia. Also on the show is Antimatter. They're the Tri-C High School Rock Off finalists. Shout out, guys. I know you're going to tear it up. Oblivia is going to pack the house.
Yeah, Matt. There you go. Matt. Gotta go. It says WMMS has them on a loop.
Yeah, I'm sure they're on the loop. That's how they get their royalties. And Still in
Somebody's
Darkness.
Got to pay Chester's family.
That's such a tragedy, huh?
It was.
But Still in Darkness is opening the show. That's a friend of mine. She actually, there's your shout out. Here's a funny one for you, Monica. Cinnamon Girl. You used to do a solo thing before you put a band together. And Cinnamon Girl used to open up for me when we used to play Verley's. That's pretty freaking cool. And that's a long time ago. But her band's called Still in Darkness. I want to play one of her songs, but the only stuff I could find is live. And, live music never really sounds as good on the radio. It just never comes across. And it would be a disservice to her band to play it. So
I'm not saying that. Okay, so Nick is saying they're on a loop because they rock. I'm not saying that Linkin Park isn't a good band. It's just I'm tired of hearing Lost.
I don't know, man. They're okay. I mean, I don't think they're not one of my favorites. I don't really dig that style. I mean, they're okay. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it, but I don't think I even own anything by Linkin Park when I used to own CDs and stuff.
I stopped listening to them after Minutes to Midnight because then that's when they started changing their sound and ew.
Yeah.
But Matt has shit taste in music, according to Nick.
That's not very nice. Matt's a really good guy and he has great taste in music. And Matt's also an incredible chef.
You know, let me just say this, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with the big name national bands, right? I mean, obviously,
Right.
I'm a huge Metallica fan. I love Disturbed. I love Korn. I love all those guys, right? But there's something about local music.
Yeah.
You know, it's like my friend Tony, he's now in a cover band. But before that, he was in not one, but two separate original music bands. You might have heard of them. Big Ugly
And heard of that band? Yes.
and Bones of Giants.
Bones of Giants I have not heard of.
And their stuff was great, man.
This is what I'll say about the difference between like cover bands. Well, let's just say like National X, because that music is to me it's like cover band music. Although I mean they wrote those songs. The difference for me with cover bands and original bands, it takes a great deal of creativity, as you know,
Mm-hmm.
to write a song, and then to write a song that's catchy. I mean,
Yeah.
when you're a cover band, you're just playing somebody else's material. But I mean, it takes a lot of skill to get that music down, to be able to play it to sound just like that band. Although on the other hand, I like original bands that do cover songs because then they make the song their own.
Yes.
Like I remember when I was in quad, we used to do cover songs, but we try to make it sound like us, So I think that's a cool thing to do. Like Joan Jett, she did a bunch of cover songs when she released albums and stuff like that, and she made it her own, right?
Yeah.
Just like Billy Idol did with
Right.
I think 16, Sweet 16 or whatever that song was called. So yeah, I have a dilemma between cover bands and original bands. I like original music.
There's
'cause
this really
takes
good
a lot of work.
Yeah, there's this really good rap rock group out of Detroit called Critical Bill.
Okay.
They do a cover song every once in a while. They've done Move Bitch.
No.
Move
bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
They did Jump Around.
Yeah, that's a good song.
What's the other one? This ain't no come back. Mama said knock you out.
I was saying knock you out, LL Cool J, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, they've done some stuff like that, but most of their music is original stuff. And back when they were still coming to Cleveland, Critical Bill, if you're listening, Power Dice, I'm talking to you. Please come back to Cleveland. I was on their street team when they were here in Cleveland, and I had a shirt that said, "Who the fuck is Critical Bill?"
Yeah.
And it literally said "fuck" on the back of it. I actually got in trouble for wearing it a few times.
Well, do you remember? And it still goes on today, but back in the '80s, when it became really popular, was when an original band like Twisted Sister or
Yeah.
Quiet Riot would
Yeah.
put out a cover song,
Yeah.
and then even Mark Berry will tell you. He told me, he's like, on your album, you need to put a cover song, and I
Right.
did. We did "Lonely Days" by the Bee Gees, and we made it our style, Jeff James and Black Rose. We made it our style, like bluesy, heavy rock.
Yeah.
So even he says it's important. And Quiet Riot, that's how they got famous. They did
I mean, Metallica
Slade, right?
Yeah.
Was the name of the band that they covered? And Metallica's done it.
3 times.
Yeah. A lot of bands do it. So yeah, it's a cool thing. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna slide into another song because I have a lot of music today. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Oblivia. They are headlining that show on June 17th at the Foundry. This is, I believe, only a month old, or a couple months old. They have a new album that's going to be coming out, and I really hope it comes out before my show so that they can play it. I've heard really good things about these guys. I talked to their manager before on the phone, and they bring a really big crowd, and they're a really good band.
Oh yeah, Oblivia is awesome.
They are awesome. So this song is called No More Forever, and this is Oblivia. Yeah. Oblivion. Great band. You like that, Tim?
Oh man, Tim.
Sorry, man.
Tim.
My bad.
Denied.
At least I didn't call you Satan. I could get them all mixed up. I'm sorry, Lee. Totally different color and everything. Fuck.
And I got about 400 pounds to go before I meet Tim. All right. I mean, fuck, man.
Oh man.
Damn.
So sorry. Hey, last week I was calling Tim Satan through the whole show, and he's like, "You do realize Satan's not here?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can't help it. I'll just
You owe him 50 souls.
yeah, 50 souls added to the stockpile." Yeah, so that's Oblivia headlining my show on June 17th at the Foundry.
Souls, Jeff.
The Reaper of Souls. Yeah, so they're headlining. They're going to bring a big ass crowd. Antimatter's going to bring a big crowd. It's going to be a great show. I'm really excited about it. It's my first show back into booking and promoting, and I'm really excited. Lisa joined up with me. I asked her to help me put the show together on September 16th, which is Crystal Palooza, in honor of my girl who had passed. And I said, can you come up there and talk to Michelle with me? Because, you probably have better
Jeff, that
rapport.
is so nice of you.
Yeah.
You're going to be working at Big Boy on Brook Park this week. Come by for a bowl of cabbage soup and a free t-shirt.
Yeah, I am. I'm doing appearances because, Redline does stuff like that.
Yeah.
We get to go out and do some
Yeah.
really cool events. And, hey, guys, that's one of the perks of working at Redline. You get to walk the red carpet at the Comedy Awards. You get to go to the Piston Power Show. You get to do some cool ass stuff.
Not only did you get to go to the Piston Power Show, you performed live.
Yes, I did, and that was fun.
Wasn't it though?
Yeah, I got to see that cool ass motorcycle, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You
that
were right
was
there next to all
that was
those.
fun.
What were they? I can't remember. I don't know.
There was a ton of cool stuff in there.
We had the wooden truck right there across
Yeah.
from us too.
The wooden truck. The
Karen kept bitching about your music though, man.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
why?
I don't know. She was just there. I mean, like you could tell when she was mad because she kept opening her hood.
Don't all Karens bitch?
Well, yeah, there is
Right.
that.
Bunch of harpies. Right. So yeah, Redline offers some really cool ass shit. And that's one of the perks of being on Redline. You get to do a lot of cool stuff. You get to put on concerts. Redline sponsors them. Get to do a lot of cool ass shit that you motherfuckers don't get to do because you're not sitting here. And those are the perks, right? Lee?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
We got some good shit coming up, man.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff. So I want to talk about a couple things. Next week on Sunday, I'm doing my show from Sacred Waters, the Kava Bar in North Olmsted. It's on Lorraine Road, not too far past Stearns. My hometown in North Olmsted, where I grew up and went to high school. Graduate.
Daphne just gave you a huge compliment. She said she tried to say hi to you, but you had a huge dick.
Yeah, I've heard that. I really fucked the sides up.
And then she said you're a total arrogant asshole.
Yeah, that's not true. And Lee knows I'm pretty down to earth and have no ego.
Yeah.
So I just enjoy what I do and I have fun doing it. And yeah, there's no ego here at all. But yeah, so Sacred Waters in North Olmsted, where I grew up, where my family lives and my sisters. We all lived in North Olmsted. My brother, my sister, and me graduated from North Olmsted High School. Shout out to the Eagles. So yeah, we're doing Sacred Waters. Lisa will be on the show with me. Tim will be there. And I did invite family and friends. I hope Matt can come out and see me. And that'll be Sacred Waters, 7:30 p.m. I got a bunch
See
of
if I
cool
can get
bands.
my wife to
Yeah.
come out.
Come out. They have that coffee bar is really cool. I want to get a coffee or one of those juices. I was looking at that stuff. They also have an open mic night there.
Yeah.
They have a nice little stage there. I was telling Lisa, I go, this would be a perfect place for like an Afrobeat concert.
Yeah, Lex Vegas actually did his Battle of the Comedy Sexes last night.
Yeah, I
From
heard
there.
about that. I wanted to go.
I heard it was a really good show.
Was that at that not at Kava Bar? Was
Yeah.
it was at Kava? I thought it was at Lucy's.
So Frank wants to know if you enjoy wearing newsy hats.
Yeah, this hat purchased by my mama. She's a huge fan of Blue Bloods. And yeah, I wear this hat religiously because I think about my mom. And
Matt says he'll be there, but he'll be late.
yeah, it's all good. You can be as late as you want. Just come out and see me.
Fashionably late.
Fashionably late sounds good. So yeah, what
All
we're
right,
gonna
so
do?
now, okay, that's where I draw the line on the comments right there. Doug saying that he got food poisoning at Sacred Waters and that it's Sacred Septic Waters.
Yeah, so let's do this to Doug. Let's ban Doug from the show. Can we do that?
We can.
Let's do that right now. Goodbye, Doug. Bye, Doug. You're no longer allowed to comment. But you know what he's gonna do anyway, Lee? He's gonna just create another fake profile and then just be right back with a different name.
No, he can come
No.
back with a different name he wants as long as he doesn't bash on one of our sponsors and
Yeah.
lie about things that happen there. Then I'm all good with it.
Yeah, I get a lot of haters, and I apologize to Redline Radio. I don't know why it's like this. I don't believe it's really Doug. I think this is probably Rachel or Rob from my old band or
Well-
Dave.
Well,
but-
let me put it to you like this: all they do is add to your numbers every month.
Yeah. Do you guys know you add to my numbers, right? I got the most views on YouTube of all the Redline Radio hosts. I beat them all. Thank you for that. And the numbers on Facebook weren't bad.
They were not.
Pretty excited about it. I'm not far off from beating out a couple shows. I should mention while I'm on here, and Leo probably set me straight on some of these, but I wanted to give a shout out to Unscripted.
Yep.
Also a winner. The guy Dub. That guy Dub.
Mhm.
The Lex Vegas show.
Mhm.
Jen.
Mhm.
And can you tell me the others? Because
Grapevine
Grapevine. Grape.
and you. Hang on.
Jeff James.
Let me
I believe we're missing one, but
I think we are too. That's why I want to look it up real quick. I got to make those certificates tomorrow too.
oh yeah, that's cool. I cannot wait to put that on my page. And I want to thank you guys, all your fake profiles. It helped me quite a bit. But let's be totally honest. I mean, I have a lot of other fans out there
All right,
that watch this show.
I'll just go through the awards that we have here. All eyes on YouTube, most viewed on YouTube. Loud and Local, 335 views on YouTube alone.
Thank you.
Home Sweet Home. Who needs a studio? That guy Dub with 1,827 views, and he does his show from home every week. So that's impressive. Most improved, best month this show has had in their entire history with Redline Radio, and that was Cocktails and Comedy with Jen for getting over 1,000 views.
Good job, Jen. And thank you for the shot.
Best in Show at Studio 2, which is where we're at right now. Unscripted with 4,512 views. Best Show at Studio 1. And this guy only had 2 shows that had more views than him. One of them was Unscripted, but that was The Grapevine with 3,394 views in the month of March.
Great.
And then the most popular show at Redline Radio. This guy is no stranger to being king of the mountain. And that's the Lex Vegas show with 5,612 views.
Bold legs, baby.
So you were not that far off on YouTube views. If I remember correctly, you were over 1,000.
Yeah.
Trying to bring up.
Yeah, it was 1,000, like 130 or something. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I was happy with that.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with that, man.
Dude, 2 months. I've only been here 2 months. Pretty happy with it. I'm doing pretty good.
1,124.
Not bad. Not far behind Jen.
Nope. Beat me.
I beat you, bitch. Wasn't really trying to really beat anybody. I mean, I did want to be Cleveland's finest, but they took the month off, so I couldn't compete with you, Rob J. So,
but congratulations to all of our great content creators here at Redline Radio LLC. We appreciate everything that everybody does each and every month here at Redline Radio. And Jeff, yeah, I mean, your numbers are going up every month, man. So
yeah, thank you so much. Well, I got a lot of help from Lisa, and then I watch all the shows. I always try to chime into every show, but I watch every single show religiously because I'm new, and I wanted to learn from it.
If my show's
everybody else.
pre-recorded, I don't really get a chance to watch it because I'm working.
I watch The Asylum.
Yeah. But I do try to go back and look at some of the comments and stuff, so I do see everything that everybody says. So I appreciate everybody. Did you watch my show after I did the 72 Seasons album release party when I was talking to my buddy Tony?
I don't know if I've seen. I don't remember the 72 Seasons.
Okay.
One. I'll probably watch it later tonight.
Okay.
So I have a bunch of packing to do as I'm moving.
But Nick, if you want to listen to some news about national artists, check out Money's Crazy Mind from 2 weeks ago. Me and my buddy Tony from Four Loco, we break down the entire Metallica album, 72 Seasons, talk about what we think about each song on the album.
Yeah, that does sound cool. Because I really like that album. I've listened
it's
to
great.
the 4 tracks that came out.
Yeah,
they're really
great.
good. So, Lee, what we're going to do is, I know
Okay.
we don't have that much time left.
No.
We're going to do, if we can, because we got it started a couple minutes late, right?
Yeah.
Can we do 2
What up,
songs back to
Dub?
back?
We just gave you a shout out, buddy.
Dub, baby! Yeah. So we're going to do 2 songs back to back.
Okay.
We're going to do, so let's do this. Let's do my band.
Okay.
Jeff James and the Black Roses. The song is called Villains. And then we're going to follow that up with The Hollow Darkness by Ephraim. And then I'm going to say goodnight to you right now. This is Loud and motherfucking local. And thank you for all the YouTube views. You have a great night. Thank you, Lee. And enjoy the music.
All right. Give me 20 seconds.
20 seconds. And I could talk for 2 hours. So fucking hey. 20 seconds is nothing. But thank you, Matt, for tuning in. I'm glad you got the shirt. I'm going to have Lee take a look and see if we get some other nice comments. I'm going to send out another free shirt to someone this week. And soon I'll have some merch, and we'll have a merch table at the shows.
Why don't you give yourself a free shirt for saying that you're going to give away free shirts at Big Boy?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah.
Bob's Big Boy. I have a pair of those pants.
Nice.
It always looks like I'm winning the race.
Yeah. All right. I do have the Jeff James song loaded up.
Okay, this is Villains by Jeff James and the Black Roses. That's my band.
Yes.
And Kevin Bogdanowicz is singing. That's the brother of Still in Darkness.
Oh, cool.
So,
Why, hello, kids. Welcome to my show. There will be so many tricks, dancing, singing.
She was the darkness.
Killing things. Weightless. Burn. Breaking down. Breaking me down. Breaking me down. Breaking me down. Breaking me down. Falling, anxious, broken, heartache.
All right. That was my song with the band The Black Roses. I saw all those hateful comments, so let it rain down on me. Fuck you guys. Okay, so I want to introduce the last band. I want to say goodnight to you. This is Loud and Local on Redline Radio. This band is F-Frame, and this is The Hollow Darkness. Good night, everyone.